Hey guys, I know my hair looks like shit. I just got in from taking my methadone, and now I've got a 1 o'clock appointment, which is 10:57. So you're catching me in the middle of doing dishes. But I just want you to know, I know that I started off by trying to see if I could really tell you what my life's been like and what's it been about. And I started it all wrong with a book, as if I could remember, what the last thing I was talking about. I mean, I was having to review the last the last video, just to keep up with the next video, and I want to do better than that for y'all, okay? Because y'all are viewers, You get on YouTube, and if you get YouTube Red, you pay for YouTube Red, and I want to promote YouTube as much as I want to promote myself, Especially when I start selling stuff online and start advertising my business. You know what I'm saying? I want to do a good job. That is my alarm because reminding me about my appointment. If I'm taking a nap, y'all know I have some health issues right now until I start getting my treatment, which, by the way, I definitely start my treatment December 10th. We're trying to get the appointment moved, pushed. They say pushed up, but pushed back to November something so that I can start my treatment sooner. Because the sooner that I can do that, the sooner I can finally sign a contract with Global It Works and start working from home. And what I'm doing right now is saving the money for a computer, for a printer machine, a scanner, and I'm going to put my own phone line in my room where business calls can go in and business calls can go out. And I need one of those touchscreen computers, so I'm thinking either Apple or a good Mac or something. Is Mac and Apple the same thing? If y'all know, please comment under my video or something. Make a comment and tell me what you think I should do. Pretend like you were me and you were fixing to be running a business out of your home. Even though I'm going to be my own boss and choose my own hours and stuff, there's still people over me. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's going to be making 5% off of every sale I make. Okay? And what that is called, I just learned the word for this. It is called domino. Darn it. It's not a pyramid scheme, but it's called dynamo salesmanship or domino. Anyway, it's like a domino effect. You hire 5 people under you, you make 5% off of each of them. And if one of them bails out of the company, so what? But it's just one of the tasks that you have to do within the first 6 months that you work for this company. And Danielle, I don't know if y'all seen any of her videos. She was a triplet, which her sister recently just had triplets. Congratulations. Her sister Danielle has been there for her all the way. I mean, her husband was even carrying the pillow through the emergency room. I don't even know this girl, but the reason why I met her and how I got to talking to her was because I was looking up people that have gone through anxiety problems like I have and agoraphobia. I don't have agoraphobia because people with agoraphobia, they're allowed I'm sorry. I choked on something earlier and haven't been able to get rid of the stamp. But anyway, agoraphobia is when somebody is literally scared to leave their house at all. They don't know how to leave the house at all. They want to run away from the idea of leaving the house at all. My thing was getting into a car again because I had a car accident when I was 16. Now, in the last couple of videos, I promised y'all that I would tell y'all about this car accident. And I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all because this was the second, yes, things happened in between that we can go into later on. But when it comes to things that really, truly affected me, other than my rape when I was 11, having sex with my brother's best friends when I was 13 so that I didn't feel like, I was raped. That's why I did what I did with my brother's best friend, because I wanted to erase the memory of being raped. I didn't con him into doing it, but that's how I got him to do it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted anything to erase that memory. We didn't even think that it was Valentine's Day the next day. His girlfriend, yes, he had a girlfriend, but he believed that at that moment, what I was going through was more important. And I told him that I was contemplating suicide, that I was going through a really rough time. And he said, like I told y'all in the other videos, he was a really, really good guy. He really was, you guys. There is no, fantasy here or me making up an idea of what my first time was. That's just it. I have a memory of my first time, and it was awful. The guy had busted out all his light bulbs in the house and made sure that I was strapped in with my homegirl and homeboy outside, and then the rapist, my rapist, had to give me a ride home, And I'm finding out more and more all the time that people are getting rides home with their rapists because they have somebody to take them. Because wherever they went, that's who they went with. So who else are they going to ride with? And if they ask, can I call a friend or something, they're going to feel threatened, and they're going to think that you're going to tell them what you've done, or that you're going to call the police. So you don't want to say, can I use your phone or anything so I can call a friend, because now you're scared of him doing damage control and not just sexually abusing you, but now also physically abusing you. So I get why a lot of girls don't go to court when they've been raped. I really, really do. Because I would have been very, very scared. And I will never know if this was true or not. But the way I was told was after enough people found out that I was raped, because I was not going to let my brother's best friend go down for taking my virginity when he didn't. And when the news spread out who I was raped by, the next thing I heard was somebody that was in love with me. Found out what school he went to. Waited outside his school. Now, you guys remember this was years ago. It was 1994. I was 11, and this young man was 17, fixing to be 18. His mother worked a late night shift at Waffle House. And anyway, that's besides the point. But to my knowledge, the guy that was in love with me at the time found him in a secluded area, like in an alley somewhere, cut his finger off, and pretend like this is the finger. Sorry, I didn't mean to flip you off. He cut it down to the knuckle, and then in cursive, going down his finger, the front of his finger, he tattooed while holding him down with two other guys, CHELSEY, and said, if you ever try to remove that tattoo, I'll find out about it and I'll come back and kill you. Now, those are very serious threats, but I had nothing to do with that. I didn't ask the person to go and do that. And like I said, I don't know if the person that said who did it is telling the truth. It might have been somebody else. But this guy, I do know that the guy claiming that he did it was in fact in love with me. So he either took credit for somebody else's work or he really did it. And he was a tough guy, so I just didn't know he would do anything illegal like that. But I did find out it was true because, believe it or not, I was walking by him at McFarland Mall one day before it started getting shut down. Remember, I'm from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So we had a University Mall, we had a McFarland Mall. Anyway, I was walking by him, and he didn't recognize me because I had grown up, you know. I was now 13 going on 14. And sure enough, I saw his hands, and he was missing half of a finger, and I saw my tattoo. I mean, in very, very big black bulk letters on that finger. But, so yeah, you know, those were crazy events. The little girl dying, me getting raped, and me covering up that rape to feel good about myself by having sex with my brother's oldest, well, not oldest friend, but my brother's friend, who my brother is older than, actually, which made my parents feel a lot better. Oh, hush, kitty cat. That's London. She has kittens back there. Uh-oh. The kittens aren't in there. Where are they, baby? Did you move them under the bed? Where's the kittens? London, where's the kittens? Oh, she's got them on the floor. Anyway, sorry about that, you guys. But anyway, I didn't even tell you that, you know, right before Christy died, well, I was watching her and everything. My grandmother had been in and out of the hospital. And after Christy died, and I came back home, you know, to deal with the emotions of that, having babysat somebody and having them die in my arms, I was going through that, and all I wanted to do was call my grandmother. Found out she was put in the hospital, you know, 3 weeks after I got home. 3 weeks. After I got home, right after that little girl died in my arms. And all I wanted to do was talk to my grandmother about it. And by the time I was ready to talk to her, I called her and they said, sweetheart, your meemaw's not here. She's in the hospital. Well, she had emphysema so bad, and that's why I want to quit smoking. I just turned 33, and I had a vape, like I told you in another video. I was down to 3 cigarettes a day, and my vape broke, and I'm asking my parents to buy me another one for Christmas, a good one. There's a place called Vape Victory right on the strip, and supposedly they don't sell you stolen goods. They don't sell you vapes that look like, you know, another vape. What's the word? They're not selling false advertisements, okay? Because the last